outside before that game. The person who perhaps knows all this stuff best is Toby Cook with the Royals, who's joining us this morning.
Hi, Joe.
Thank you for being here. I guess this, of course, a home opener, much different than all the other games that take place throughout the season. So what do people need to know about this game versus, you know, what's going to take place the rest of the season?
Yeah, because baseball is kind of, you get into the rhythm of the season, and games 2 through 81 are different than the first one.
Yeah.
It's almost like NASCAR, where they start off with a Daytona 500. Our biggest game of the year is the first one, so we can't even practice. So help us out here. Get in early to the complex. We're opening at 9 a.m., but most people will come around the noon hour. You can tailgate for a while, and then the stadium opens at 1 o'clock for a 3:15 first pitch, which is also something we don't do very often. And we encourage people to be in their seats by about 2:30 because we're going to have a powerful 40-some minute pregame ceremony.
And can you talk a little bit about what we're expected to see in that pregame ceremony? I'm sure something that we can imagine will be incorporated is Yordano Ventura.
You bet. We lost Yordano Ventura in the offseason, and in some ways it does hover over Kauffman Stadium all year long, and they're remembering him and trying to make this a positive experience for the fans, to honor him rather than for it to be a pall over the season. And I think the guys have done a really good job of keeping that in mind, but we want to honor him in a very simple way. So we'll start off with a video tribute and have a ceremony on the field before the first pitch. His family is going to be here. We'll have a first pitch ceremony. We also have in the outfield an image of the patch that the guys are wearing on their jerseys that's on the facade of the Royals Hall of Fame. We'll make it very respectful, and then like everything else in life, it's time to kind of move on to play that first pitch. But we won't forget him all year long, but it's going to be emotional today.
And like you said, in order to play a good game, they have to respect his memory, but of course also focus. And was that a conversation they had prepping for this game? Is that something that you can kind of give us insight to as to how those conversations went?
I don't know if the Royals represented themselves any better than the week after he died, because we had Fan Fest going on 5 days later. And say whatever you want about timing, but all of the guys were in Kansas City for Fan Fest, and they got to basically mourn together. And I think at that point they said, we're going to remember Yordano, our brother, but we're going to go out and win for him rather than having it be something that hangs over the season. Now, we don't know how many wins and losses we're going to get this season, but we are going to try to approach it that way.
Okay, and we can hope to see a win right here today.
We need one.
We do. We'll cross our fingers, but hey, it's early in the season. We have a long way to go. So thank you, Toby. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Joe.
We'll continue checking in with Toby throughout the rest of the morning.